Hi my friends, how you all doing? Welcome back to the channel and welcome to a fresh episode of our F1 Manager Career Mode with Aston Martin. Last race is linked above, be sure to check it out. It was a cracker in the rain in Suzuka in Japan. Absolutely loved it. Feel free to check it out my friends. Now, we've got some stuff I want to crack on with today. First and foremost is I do just want to check all of this stuff. So our helipad needs refurbishing. We can do that. It's pretty cheap. Suspension manufactured, front wing manufactured. We exceeded expectations again. And yeah, we're pretty happy with where we're at. Now, in this race, I'm actually considering taking a bunch of penalties because we will have 4 races to go. I'd like some fresh parts going into the last 4 races. I feel like we can sacrifice this race to some extent because of the next 3 races. I think we would then pick up points, and we're in a position now where 5th place is all but guaranteed. Team hubs being refurbished, so the race simulator is one I'm looking at. Now, the other thing I was looking at was like development speed. If we did the factory, the development speed would increase, and I actually think that might be a worthwhile thing. We would be down to 41.5 million if we did it. That's still quite a lot of money, isn't it? So car part manufacturer would go up to 12%, and we would get another car parts manufacturing slot. I actually think this could be a very, very good one for us to upgrade to. I know the wind tunnel and the simulator and whatnot give us kind of XP and whatnot, but I just feel like this one to begin with might be the next big thing. So I'm actually going to upgrade to the next level of the factory. 100 days. Oh my god, I didn't realise that was going to take so long. Right, so ATR period is ending. We don't actually have a lot left, but I don't think we can actually do any new projects. No, unfortunately we can't. We've got no engineers available. 9 days, and then we'll be able to do another one. But if that period's ending, is another period going to begin? So that's when it ends, and then yeah, testing period starts. So yeah, we're going to be doing a lot of research, basically, gang. A lot of research. I'm going to split the engineers up quite nicely. Do like two lots of 3 and a lot of 4, and get loads of research projects going with the remainder. No point in like spending on new parts now. We are very much at the end of the season. It isn't really going to help us that much. We've refurbished another item. So we'll go to the race prep in a moment. I just want to take a look at this. So team hub. Okay, we're nearly at full whack on that. And the race simulator as well. Team hub 6.5 million. We've got hospitality 4. Weather's only 3. Might do the weather. If we actually get enough sponsorship money from the next race, I might do the weather. But yeah, let's see what targets we've got. So I'm going to do reach Q2. I think that's always a good one. Race finishing position. I'm probably going to take a couple of penalties. So I'm actually going to do 12th. And then we've got that going on, haven't we? So, yeah, I might take, like, literally, I might just take all of it. I know it might sound wild because they're on, like, 80-odd%, but I might use these pieces as practice and then just take new pieces for the races, for the last few races, because I think that then we'd have pretty good power going into the last 3 races. Alonso, unbelievably, still hasn't used his quota of engines. That's how well he's done this season.
Welcome to the United States Grand Prix. We're in Austin, but there are no wild cowboys on the track this weekend, just some serious horsepower. It's sure to be a race to remember. The Circuit of the Americas has it all. Twists and turns, steep climbs, fast corners, and a power-hungry Sector 2. Quite a headache to balance, even if teams will be looking at maximising downforce overall. This is it. We're down to the last few races of the season, and it's time for that final push. Who will be crowned champion at the end of it all? We'll find out soon enough. The weekend begins here.
Okay, so it's all going to be dry, and then we're going to have a heavy, wet race. Brilliant. That's just what we needed after a very wet race. But yeah, we'll basically just manage it as we have been. But let's just see. Let's see what we can do, shall we, over this race weekend. Right, gang, so practice is over. Lance Stroll's car is actually tuned a lot nicer than Alonso's. As you can see, greats all around. I actually think we could tweak it ever so slightly even further. Alonso's, that straight is a bit off, but we got it optimal in one area. So yeah, we probably could do a bit of extra tweaking. Now, what I'm doing for this race weekend is I'm actually gonna I'm gonna take a new gearbox for definite. The ERS is okay, and I actually think the engine might be okay for this race. He's definitely will be, as well as ERS. And yeah, I'm just going to take new gearboxes. That's basically what I'm going to do for this race. I'm going to take new gearboxes, and then potentially for the next race I might take new engines. Right, we are going to get pens. It was confirmed before the race, before qualifying even, and so yeah, we will be serving some penalties. But I'm not all that bothered about it, to be honest with you, gang. I might even take an engine penalty for Alonso, because his is a lot lower than Stroll's. But like I say, he's managed to get all his engines to this point in the season, which is bloody incredible, isn't it? But yeah, essentially, we need to qualify a bit better than we did last time, because we weren't very good, were we, last time out? I think this is a pretty long lap. Look at all the traffic we're going to hit. Look at all the traffic we're going to hit. Oh, God. Right, as we exit as well. Hopefully Alonso isn't going to get caught up in it all. But Lance Stroll looks like he definitely is going to get caught up in it. He actually has the better setup car this weekend as well. You should need to move out of the way. As do you. Don't get in the way. I think they all got in the way. I genuinely think they all got in the way. It doesn't look like they did because I'm playing it on full speed, but when you play it on normal speed, you can tell how much you're affected. Alonso might be getting affected by the traffic as well, just not as much as Stroll. But Stroll is going to stick this across the line in a 134. And we're about to see what Alonso's going to do. And that is a lot of traffic that Alonso had to contend with right at the end, a 133. So yeah, you can just see how affected Lance Stroll was by the traffic. And we're going to see how affected Alonso was by the traffic as well, probably, as this goes along. Oh no, they're already going. Already going. I'm going to send him now. I'm not going to send Alonso. Could be a mistake. Could be. I'm hoping it's not. But I'm not going to bother. I've sent Lance Stroll though. Let's see if Lance Stroll can improve. And
I think we've had a car run wide.
Car's running wide.
All the way to zero. Car off.
Go. Nor. Stroll. Where are you? You're in the drop zone, so you need to improve on what you did. And he does improve. And Russell spun.
Radio check.
Right.
Yeah, radio check.
I don't know when to send them out, because we sent them out early last time and it helped no one. I'm going to send Stroll out, I think. I'm going to let a few of the cars maybe go out that we got stuck behind. I'm going to send Alonso. Oh, God. Now. I don't want him to be in Stroll's way. Oh, God. Everybody's going. Everybody's going at the same time. Alright, okay. Well, oh God, Vettel's gone out so late. He's going to be right in the way. That's it. Jump signs, so it's only Vettel. It's only Vettel that's in your way. And if you can get past Vettel, that would be great. And yeah, I don't think anyone else is going to affect him too much. What is Lance going to punch in? Lance does a 134.
Did somebody spin out?
Leclerc spun. So Alonso. What is Alonso going to do? He's out on track. A bunch of other cars. He rounds the last corner and a 133. He actually think he did a 133. He did a 133. A 133.6. A 133. I reckon that's enough. I reckon that's probably enough to get him through. Has Lance Stroll got that in his locker? I just don't think he has. I don't think Lance has got a lap that good in his locker. It's all looking pretty good. I'm going to go right at the end of it all. Let them all go out. And then we'll go at the back. After Hamilton, we'll go. There we go. I'm not doing Alonso. I'm not going to send Alonso out. I think that's enough. I think that's more than enough for Alonso to get through, to be honest with you. It's a very, very hot lap. Yes, there's 2 or 3 cars down there that could get in, but he's currently P5. Right, so he's P7, 8. Okay, he is going down. Okay, I maybe should have run Alonso because he is dropping down the order. They're all going faster. Stroll didn't. Right, so we're into the last bit of qualifying. I don't think that we're going to use softs in the race. I just don't think we will use softs in the race. So I'm going to send him out. I think he's going to be at the back of everybody, which is fine by me, to be honest with you. So I'm happy to use the soft. It's going to be a wet race by the looks of things, but even if there is some dry parts in it, I don't think it will be like soft tyre level, to be honest with you. I really, really don't. So what are we going to do? We know a 133 is good enough, and a 133 is what he's punched in. Yeah, a 133.598. Look at that, how close it is. Yikes. Now, I'm probably going to take a penalty on Alonso anyway. I just wanted to qualify as high as possible so that if because we've already taken a penalty for the gearbox, I am going to take a look at the engine after qualifying and see if we do take another penalty. I'm not setting another lap. I just don't see the point. Norris is the only one that can go quicker than us. If he does, he does. And he didn't.
The grid is packed and there's electricity in the air. But there's no surprises in that. It's race day.
Aston Martin did a good job during qualifying, and they're pretty much where everyone expected them to be on the grid. Now, it's up to them to defy expectations during the race itself. Although we didn't see a standout performance from Alpine during qualifying, everything's still open to them during this race. And the sun is shining bright here today. This is perfect weather for teams and drivers alike to show us what they're capable of.
No doubt, there's a lot to contend with here at the United States Grand Prix. It's going to be a thrilling outcome to a thrilling weekend.
Okay, here we go. It's race day, and this is where it gets interesting because we have got a lot of strat to look at. It is going to be heavy rain, very heavy rain. Yeah, that is very wet from about lap 14, and it literally is straight on wets. Right, okay. No one has a soft tyre. I don't think anybody has a healthy soft tyre, so I am probably going to go on a fresh medium, and we are going to go to lap 14. And we're going straight on the wet. We are going to hammer that oh, I was going to, but actually, I'm not. I guarantee everybody goes on the medium. I guarantee everybody goes on the medium. And then we're going to go on that wet, and that wet isn't going to get to the end. Now, yeah, I'm not going to take the engine. I think we are okay. I'm just, the gearbox, that's dropping us down to 8th. Oh no, we're starting 8th. That's when we qualified, isn't it? No, we qualified 9th. How have we gained a position? What? We've took a penalty. Alright. Whatever. Now, he might have a set of softs. He has a fresh set of softs. But I don't think they will go where we need them to get to. So, track. Yeah, 14. So we get to 14. Bang that wet on. And let's have a look. No. So yeah, we're just going to go with that medium. I think that's the best thing to do. And then we'll add another stint. And yes, we're going to take that to about lap 36. Because that offsets them slightly, doesn't it? So if I was to go E, we go back and edit. Yeah, just offsets them ever so slightly, just a lap apart.
We have beautiful blue skies overhead as the drivers line up on the grid. Taking a look at the Aston Martin. With a top 10 position on the grid, this race could really go either way for them. There's the second Aston Martin. Slower than most yesterday, so today they'll be starting from the bottom half of the grid. The teams are ready to go. Sit tight and get ready. It's the United States Grand Prix.
Right, so basically what I'm hoping for is some idiotic strategies from the drivers on track. Basically what I'm hoping for at some point. We got a very bad start there from Alonso. The Red Bull was straight on our tail. Yeah, basically I'm hoping that they're going to see sections of the race where they're going to go on to the intermediate tyre and they're going to make those errors basically, and then we're going to be able to stay on the wet tyre and basically take it to the end, and we're going to be able to hammer that wet tyre to some extent as well for a bit. So that's what's going to be great about it. Tyre wise, there are some people on softs, which is a real big surprise. That's a massive surprise to me that some people have decided to go on the softs. Why would you go on the softs? It makes no sense. I don't know, gang. Right, we've got a bit of a run here at Gasly. Are we going to do him? But yeah, with some, with the right strategy, I think we stand a half decent chance, to be honest with you, in this race of scoring some good points. I really, really do. So let's hope we can. I am going to ease off on the ERS now. We are burning off a little fuel at the beginning. I always tend to do that now, so that we're not as heavy at the end of the race. Now, Alonso does manage fuel a lot better than his counterpart. But, yeah, we can burn it off a bit at the minute. We are quite charged on the ERS. We need the DRS to open, and that will drag us along quite nicely. But yeah, I'm very surprised that some of these drivers have decided to go on the soft. How they're going to get that soft to the wet weather window is anybody's guess, to be honest with you. We couldn't even push the medium. So how they're going to get a worn soft that far is beyond me. Unless they know something I don't. But as far as I'm aware, yeah, it's getting wet when it says it's getting wet as well. So we are now DRS open. Means we are racing now, because everybody at the front is going to be very bunched up because of the DRS train that will no doubt appear. As you can see, they're all within a second of each other. Leclerc is being left a little bit by Hamilton. That Mercedes has got quite quick in the latter part of the season. We've just been consistently sort of about 5th to 12th this season, to be fair. Lance Stroll is up to 10th. He's going along quite nicely. Yeah, he's just overtaken Norris, as you can see. So yeah, he's going along all right, is Lance Stroll. Really happy with that so far. So yeah, with the DRS, we're just not getting past him because he's following the other cars. There's just no point in draining the battery. Get that job done. As you can see though, Gasly right on the back of Leclerc, and that's quite interesting. Tsunoda's just run wide. I am going to deploy a little energy just because that Red Bull was right up my backside. There, we're just going to use the energy to just pull away a little. I'm leaving it on 2 times speed because the pit stops are coming really early in this race, so I don't really see the point in over, pushing basically. I really want to be on top of the pit stops. The minute that we see rain, I want to pull my drivers in basically and really make the most of the wet weather and the potential mistakes that other drivers are going to make. I'm going to stick this into overtake and see if it helps us. And to some extent it did, really, really pulled all those drivers in. Look at the battle in front of us. It's ridiculous. All 3 of those cars very much bunched up. We're being drawn in. We've got Verstappen behind us in that rocket ship of a Red Bull. We are managing to stick with them though, so that's the good thing. And yeah, Verstappen. Oh my god, big crash, and Alonso was involved. Alonso was involved. There was a massive accident. Everyone's going past him. Alonso, why can't you just drive? Why can't you just drive? Oh, front wing. Minor front wing. Let's just ignore it. It's only minor. It's only minor. Shit. I was just saying, weren't I? Look at this. And then Verstappen locked up and he just took everybody out. But why didn't Alonso just get going? Because everybody else did. Look, Verstappen did. Everybody else just got going, and yet we were stuck back there. I don't understand that, why we couldn't get going. Alright, well, we'll stick with Lance Stroll then, because Lance is now the one who's in with the best chance. Alonso overtakes Latifi. Alonso is working his way back through the field. So I'm quite happy at where Alonso is at the moment. Norris managed to get us with the DRS. No surprise there.
McLaren gain a position.
He is a lot quicker than Perez though. Bottas is in the pits. Into overtake. Give us a little extra. We're into our pit window. And we're going to get that done against both drivers. That's very good. Very good. Right, we're going to just push the fuel a little. And we're going to push the tyres. Because we know the weather's coming. We know it's coming. If we can get a bit of distance, it would really help us. Just whether or not we can. I don't think we're going to. Yep. Is that whether it's coming soon or it's coming now? The minute it starts raining, we are in. Alonso's like far enough behind it. If it happens on this lap, I will bring him in on this lap. I won't think twice. People have started pitting. I reckon... Why have they all pitted? What have they pitted onto? They started to put the wet weather tyres on already. Why have they gone onto fresh mediums with rain coming? That don't make sense. It don't make sense. We all know the rain's coming. Alonso's up to 12th. His race hasn't been affected really too badly just yet. Hold on. Rain.
There is a small sprinkling of rain. Okay, copy.
I'm going to just do it now. The minute there's rain, you might as well get those wet tyres on.
Box this lap.
In my opinion. Just get it done.
So we think box.
Because it's only gonna get worse. So might as well just box now. Okay, we can push on a bit now. Other people have gone into the pits. What's happened? What's happened? What's happened? What's happened? What happened with the pit stop? God's sake. Like his race just got ruined by a dodgy pit stop. Right, come on, move. Out of the way, out of the way, out of the way, out of the way. Yeah, put them on standard for now. But it's just not wet enough. Once it's wet enough, we'll up the ante. But at the minute, it's not. Gasly went on a fresh hard. What is he doing? What is wrong with him? Okay. Yep, just stick this in overtake and get it done. Just get it done. Get it done. Get it done.
Yeah, take it easy.
Get it done.
Okay.
Come on. Wow, this is really slow on speed 1, isn't it? Right, get it done. Get the overtake done. He's on a hard tyre. There's no way that's quicker than you're wet. Just get that done. There we go. Lovely. Right, whereabouts are we? So Sainz is already coming into the pits. So yeah, we got slowed down for some reason in the pit stops. But we might still be in a nice position. Because we are gaining places. As you can see, they're all in the pits now. Can Alonso jump these guys? I don't think he can. Right, so we can probably go a bit more aggressive for a bit.
Pick up the pace a bit.
I'm going to go a bit more aggressive with both drivers, just for a little while, just to make the most of it. So the race leader, Russell, is still on a medium tyre. We've got Ricciardo, Hamilton and Sainz essentially are the race leaders. We're 13 seconds behind Ricciardo. Yeah, we got held up when we made our pit stop. We got held up and I don't know what happened. Alonso is running P9. What an effort that is by him, to be fair. I'm just going to run it quite hot for this lap because Russell's going to be making a pit. He might hold these guys up and like we might get back into play here. Like look, you can kind of see where they are. So that's what I was kind of hoping for, is that we would get played back in. Stroll's up to P4, and now I'm going to drop his tyres down. Alonso, we are going to run a bit hot for a few laps because he needs to catch up a bit. But Stroll has done a fantastic job to find himself P4. Again. Right, so Alonso, tyres. Keeping an eye on them because we are running them a little hotter than we are. Stroll.
Looks like Aston Martin have just gained a race position.
Alonso's up to 7th. Stroll. The energy. Go. Right, Lance Stroll is potentially in with a chance here because that McLaren is about the same pace as us. This is all about racecraft now. This is all about who is quicker in the rain, who has the ability to do something with this race. Alonso's wet tyres are going to go off a lot quicker than everybody else's because I am running them longer. But I might run this stint, I might pit him earlier than I've got there. And I might run this last stint very conservatively. That's what I'm considering doing at the minute. It's all changed because of Alonso's crash. Because Alonso crashed, I'm kind of changed my train of thought now. Alonso is really, really doing a great job at the minute. Like, he is kind of catching. He's on the back of Ocon. And if I deploy there, is he going to get this done? I think Alonso might be P6 soon. Alonso is really, really moving because of the fact that I've really pushed the tyres up to their limits. And I'm going to give him a bit of juice down here. I'm going to put that back in neutral. Stroll is 4th. Alonso is 6th. But yeah, Alonso might bring in earlier because we know that that tyre will go longer. We know that wet tyre will go a lot longer than what we've got there. Yeah. No DRS. Safety car. Proper safety car as well. Okay, so I'm not going to pit. I'm going to leave them out there. I am going to just get rid of some of the juice. Yeah, Zhou crashed, so it must have been a bad one. What has he done? He has just absolutely binned it in the wall. Okay. Right, so we will just catch up to the safety car and then we'll go into conserve mode. Yeah, we're quite close to the safety car anyway. This will do us a favour with Alonso's tyres in looking after them for a bit. Yep, just catch up to that safety car. Come on, catch up, catch up, catch up, catch up, catch up. So you can go into conserve. And then you can in a minute. When we get there, yes, you can go into conserve. Right, so okay. Now we can push this on because it will let us know when we can go racing again. But this really has played into our hands quite nicely. Stroll's tyres are going to get looked after. Alonso's are going to get looked after for a bit. Yeah, this is good. It's bunched us all up. That's not good. But when we get racing, I'll just push off the line and then we'll ease it back in, basically. Right, here we go.
Safety car will be in this lap.
Okay, so let's just speed it up a bit, and then once we get to a point, I'll stick it all back where I want it. So probably about now I'm going to go aggressive deploy, aggressive deploy.
We just need to push now. Copy.
Look at this. Look at this.
You can use energy.
Mental. Right, here we go.
Okay, copy.
Get going, get going, get going, get going, get going. Make the most of it. Make the most of it. Make the most of it. I think Alonso might make the most of it. Alonso is going to make the most of it. Wow.
This is good, come on.
Wow. Come on. If we can get past Ricardo, then we are in such a good position here, but we really need to get past him soon.
Looks like Aston Martin have just gained a race position.
Yeah, we got past one of the McLarens. We know what a good racer Norris is in the rain, in like real life, as well as on probably on the game as well. So there kind of is that. Right, we need to settle in on the tyres, and we will go to neutral. And I am actually going to settle in on his tyres as well. We are going to look after him. We are going to have a look here. We are having a look. We are having a look. Right, we are going to have a proper look with him. Oh, he's spun. And we've gained the position because he lost control. I don't know if we touched him. I don't know if we touched him. That's a thing now. I need to take a better look. Did we touch?
like a very nasty
I
spin.
don't know. I don't know. It looks a bit dodgy though, didn't it? It did look dodgy. Right, you don't need to burn off any more fuel. You do. Right, here we go. So, this is mental. We have a car on the podium. And he has very, very good tyres. Vettel locked up. And yeah, we're in quite a good spot here. Quite a good spot indeed. I am keeping an eye on that fuel. Sainz and Hamilton have kind of disappeared into the distance, but it's just whether or not we have got the pace to keep ahead of all these cars. Oh, Alonso's third. He overtook Stroll and he's just disappeared up the road. Yeah, I did say he's the quicker race driver. He is by far the quicker race driver out of the two of them. And Lance Stroll is kind of holding everybody else up, which I don't mind. And he's kind of letting Alonso get away. I have not told him to do that. As you can see. He's into his pit window, Lance Stroll. So is Alonso. I think I'm going to let him go a bit longer. I don't really feel the need to come in yet. I think it would be a mistake. This tyre isn't going to go to the end, I don't think. It might. It might go to the end. On its current trajectory, it could go to the end. And if it does go to the end, we have a driver on the podium. Which is wild. But yeah, as you can see, Lance Stroll has kind of backed everybody up. He's in fourth position, doing a really, really good job, to be fair as well. He's on pretty strong tyres, similar to those around him. And I actually think these wets could go to the end. Looking at that line, and the way it's gone, I think they go to the end. I genuinely think they go to the end. And that means Alonso, if he carries on, he's going to finish third. And do you know what? He crashed. Imagine if he finishes third after that crash. That's insane. That really is insane. What we need, though, what we really need, we've had a crash. Oh, shit. Oh, shit. Please don't be really, really bad. Sonoda. I'm not going to look because I'm trying to like stay ahead of everybody. But yeah, essentially Stroll is just doing a fantastic job at the minute. If he could pull away, that would be great. But he just, I don't know why, but he can't seem to pull away like Alonso can. Really, really strange. Just push that fuel for a bit. Yeah, why can't he pull away like Alonso? Alonso is getting away and all. He's increasing that lead. They've gone. They're absolutely gone. The track is drying out at quite a rate. Oh, okay. Is this going to dry out for Inters at the end? Oh dear. God's sake. 6 laps to go. Don't do this to us. Don't throw this spanner in the works. Not when we're going along so nicely. Let's just push this fuel a little. Do you want to know something? Don't be surprised if people jump on the Inters.
Car in the wall.
Car in the wall.
Okay.
Oh my god. Oh my god. Schumacher. I don't think this is a proper yellow.
Now we see the Williams here.
The track's drying up. Yep, binned it in the same place everybody else has. I'm not going to bother watching because I know how the accident looks. Oh, Jesus Christ. What is happening here? Are we going to get another shower? Jesus. Would they just take those wets to the end? I think you do. I think you've just got to stay brave and take the wets to the end, in my opinion. The rain has stopped. Oh my God, I'm going to just see what Hamilton and Sainz do. It's 4 laps and it is going to dry out. Sainz is staying out. Sainz is staying out. And so is Hamilton. So I think Alonso I'm going to keep out. Okay, I'm okay with that. I'm okay with that. I'm going to deploy the energy here because I just need a little extra. And the tyres are getting a little warm. No real surprise there. No real surprise there. Yes, yes, I'm aware. The tyres are going to be warm because there's no rain on the track. What do Sainz and Hamilton do? Last lap. Yeah, they're just going for it. Because it's the last lap. There's no point, is there? There's no point in stopping, basically. So, look how slow Sainz is driving. So, Alonso, I think Alonso basically has that position tied up. So, I'm going to micromanage Stroll. Because we are on for a 3rd and 4th place finish here. If we can get this done, basically. So, just deploy the energy, what's left of the energy down this straight. I don't think they activated the DRS, which has really, really helped us. What a race. What a race this ended up being. Really strategic. You know, I thought we was going to have to pit twice. Ended up being able to take those tyres like a lot longer than I thought I was going to be able to. And yeah, it basically was that wet that the tyres just lasted longer. And it has really, really benefited us. So there you go. We've got our race winner. Good stuff from him. Alonso is miles ahead. We will jump into Alonso's car in a minute as he takes the checkered flag. Yep, there you go. He takes the checkered flag. What a job. What a job. Get in there, Alonso. And let's just deploy what's left of the energy to get Stroll across the line. And Lance Stroll is going to take 4th place. That is, what a drive. What a drive from both of my men. Get in there. That is the best result so far. 3rd and 4th. Absolutely smashed it. Get in there. Come on. What a race.
What an incredible outcome for Aston Martin's driver. This podium is a remarkable achievement for the whole team. And the talented veteran rounds off another great drive, adding to his impressive F1 podium tally. But there we have all 3 drivers that are taking home the silverware, along with the most valuable points.
Well, there you have it, gang. That is a quite ridiculous result. Fernando Alonso crashed. So, I don't know. They were very quick, weren't they, those 2 cars in front of him? But had he not crashed, what could have been? But look at Lance Stroll. Well, do you know what? He struggled for the best part of the whole season. He's shit in qualifying, but if there's one thing we can say about Lance Stroll is every now and then he will pull one out of the fucking hat, won't he, in the race. He's a magician sometimes. I just wish he was more consistent. But, yeah, there you go. 15 points on the board for Fernando Alonso. 12 points on the board for Lance Stroll. And, yeah, that's going to be looking real nice. 155 points. Could we catch Alpine in 4th? And so there you have it, my friends. We are done and dusted for another episode of our F1 Manager Career Mode. That is our best team result to date. both drivers finishing in the top 5. That is a pretty incredible effort, to be fair. A second podium for Alonso in his debut season with the team, and Lance Stroll in recent weeks has just got better and better. He has basically found form at a time I was looking for a new driver, and now it looks as though I don't need a new driver. But yeah, I really bloody enjoyed that. 3 races left of the season, gang. Be sure to join me for them to find out how this second season with Aston Martin turns out. But until next time, I am done and dusted. Like, share, subscribe, do all the usual stuff I tell you to do. But most of all, my friends, stay safe, stay humble, and I will see ya real soon.